Regardless whether you like it or you don't like it, you love it, you hate it, one thing for damn sure, you are gonna respect it.
Yo, what it do? And welcome back to All the Gold Podcast. Coop, what's up, man? Good to have you back, brother.
That's right. Back at
jersey on.
Tomorrow's NFL draft, y'all.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Who the real football team is.
I just grabbed the hat. It's the Cleveland Browns. It's not my squad, but your Commanders are my squad, so I will be in my Commanders gear tomorrow. But unfortunately, I will be. We will not be on the air tomorrow, but I will be watching the draft live.
Same.
Yeah, man. This was an interesting Dynamite right here. Started off wild. It started off in New Orleans, Louisiana. Tony Schiavone was in the ring, and your boy Master P came out. Make him say,
That was not something I expected.
Me either. I didn't even know he was announced to be on Dynamite this week.
Yeah.
But, he was in Louisiana, man, and he kicked off the show. He came out, and he was doing his thing, and he introduced the Opps. It was kind of like an awkward pause for a little bit, but then he introduced the Opps.
Yeah.
And then he said, we got real pirates in here. So I'm like, what the hell is he talking about? But I forgot that he was the new coach of the team. I forgot the name of the team that he coached.
Oh, right.
In Louisiana. So it made sense when he was saying we got pirates up in here. But, yeah, he did his thing, man. Then out come them sorry-ass Death Riders, man, with another attack angle. Like, what's going on with that, yo?
These guys
every segment has to be an attack angle.
They are damn. I don't know. It's I don't know. I don't know what to say at this point because they're doing the same shit every episode.
Back to back every episode, man. They're doing that for like about four or 5 months now, man. Attack angles. Every episode start over somebody getting jumped.
Yeah.
But anyway, the Death Riders came out and then they did another attack angle, and then they was toting the AEW championship in the briefcase, and I know you hate that. You know what I'm saying?
Mm. They do that for me. They do that to piss me off every week.
They do that to piss you off.
They say, you know what? I know Coop gonna watch this, all his podcasts. You know what? Fuck him. We're gonna keep doing it. It's against me at this point.
That looks crazy, man. You walk around with your championship in the briefcase for almost damn near 6 months. Wild, man.
I'm trying to.
Anyway, okay, so Joe and them came out to the ring. Joe snuck behind Mox and got him in the chokehold. And then Master P started throwing them awkward ass punches to Mox.
What was that?
Yeah, when Samoa Joe's choking him out. So I'm like, okay, you did your part, man. Just roll out the ring. You know what I'm saying? We don't want to see nothing crazy. And after that, the Elite came out. Then they hit the chair. They hit save Mox or whatever. And then Swerve came out. So I'm like, okay, Swerve out here is about to be an angle with that. And then the Elite ran out the ring, and then Kenny Omega came down and chased him out with a chair, and they got into the crowd. And after that, Joe said he grabbed the mic and said he's going to choke Moxley out towards the end of the segment. Say I'm going to choke Moxley out, and I'm going to regain my AEW championship. But then that got some dirty looks from Swerve, and it got some a dirty look from Kenny Omega. I saw that. So what do you think about that whole segment, yo?
I thought this segment was wild as hell. It started off like Matt speaking. I was like, "Oh, okay, all right. I'm gonna give it a chance." Right. You know, I don't know if this is a thing because since y'all got Travis Scott, fine, we'll do better than y'all. We'll up y'all. Okay, get it if that's the case. The part where Moxley was getting choked out and those terrible punches. I was like, "Ooh."
Yeah, those punches was awkward as hell, man. Like he was punching like a bag of flour. That was crazy. He's like, make him say,
that's making sense. That's
P gotta be pushing like at least 60 right now, yo.
Come on, man.
He was old. I mean, he was like in his 30s when we was younger.
Yeah, I think he the same age as He gotta be 50. He gotta be 50 years old. He gotta
be like 50. Let me see how old Master P is. Yo, I'm gonna look this up real quick.
All that rappers from back in the day are like 50 and up. Like
the
whole generation, Snoop, Dr. Dre, and all them. Yeah.
Gotta be, yo.
He gotta be.
Yeah. So here's a picture of Master P and Samoa Joe. You know how AEW is, man. They be releasing their photos late, man. But I found one with P and Samoa Joe. He had the hood on the whole time, man, in that No Limit gear. I haven't seen no Limit gear in a long time, dog. But
I couldn't see the merch.
Bro.
It wasn't clear.
Merch.
It wasn't clear. It wasn't clear. Okay, I can't see the logo. Like, you know,
right? Yeah, that was them brawling. About them in the ring, and just an awkward segment, man. It was just like a little bit too much at the beginning. I think they was trying to make sure P was safe, but I think he should have just rolled out the ring when everybody came. Would have been, but don't punch.
Yeah, but how about the part when Moxley getting choked out? He's laughing on the mic.
I didn't see that, yo.
Oh my gosh,
I was right, and that's why I didn't see that part. He was laughing.
That was so funny. Moxley getting choked out. He just laughing on the microphone. I don't know if that's supposed to happen or not. Yo. Like, and that's then crazy, when everybody's fighting, he just standing there like, get out the ring.
Right, just get out the ring, yo.
Get out the ring, man. Come on, P.
Shit, wild, yo.
You one of our goats. Get out the ring
real quick. Go ahead. What you said?
I said you one of our goats. Yeah, get out the ring, P. Come on, man. Get out the ring, man. Come on, man.
Yeah.
You know what's why you doing that? You know what's weird? I don't know. This is me nitpicking, right?
Yeah, for some reason, 54 years old.
54? That's about right. That's about right. I don't know what happened. Some reason when the Death Rider does the attack, it's always like 3 attacks in one.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like it's weird. It's like they'll attack, get the upper hand, stand across the ring like they done it. Which you think this is over for next week? No, somebody else will come out, get the attack, and they'll do the same thing, and then Death Riders will come back and do the never attack. I'm like, wait a minute, this is like 3 attacks in one. Like, wait, we're going too fast. Like, let the audience get time to see what you're doing. You know what I'm saying? It's kind of like somebody talking real fast. They're like a big run-on sentence when they do certain things.
Right.
It's no period, nothing. It's just like, slow down what you're doing. Because y'all just straight attack with no story. Like, come on, y'all.
Yeah.
Come on, y'all.
At this point, man, they just need to go ahead and this stable is dry as hell. So I think they need to go ahead in the Death Riders, man.
And the Death Riders.
No offense to anybody who liked them, but it's ran its course right now.
In this, or go to Mill the Mall, pay your $35 where they got the pressing machine, get you a logo, and put some damn merch on your black and white shirts. Stop this shit. Stop it.
Yeah, man.
Because my wife asks, who is that? See my point?
Don't know.
If you watch WWE, they know who you are. They got the name on the back of the shirt or the back of the hoodie or whatever.
Right.
Come on, y'all, get some merch. Let's go.
Yeah, man.
Yes.
It's sad, man.
Yes.
At this point, it ran its course completely.
Yeah.
Completely. So next segment, because we want to keep it pushing, man. Next segment, the Patriarchy was backstage, did a promo. Cage cut a promo on Nick Wayne saying that if he listens, good things will happen. And then he said that his mother and him celebrated extensively. I was like, hey, yo, you ain't even talking about my mom.
Hey, yo, I pack you up, Christian.
Yeah, that's crazy shit. Christian be out of pocket, yo.
Yeah, you out of pocket, bro. Nah.
Yeah, Christian be out of pocket, yo. So
yeah,
man. Sometimes the thing that he said is cool. He plays a hell of a heel, but he's out of pocket sometimes. But let me finish up this. He said him and his mother celebrated extensively. Nick says good things happen when you stick to the plan. They're basically showing a rift between them two, and I think it's going to culminate, and then they're going to have like a split soon. Then he tries to take the belt, but Christian gives him the belt back and says, "I love my family." So I thought that was pretty awkward. I just think they're headed for a split.
They are. You better split. You talking about your mom? Come on,
right
bro.
In front of you, dog.
Nobody talk about your mom. Like, no, you don't let that finish your sentence. No,
that's crazy as hell, man.
You talk so congratulations, you got a belt, but I did your mom. Like, that's come on.
Man.
That's out of pocket, bro. Yeah. That's out of pocket, yo.
Yeah, I'll see you backstage, sir.
Matter of fact, I see you right now.
I'm like, what you say? We be wrecking for real backstage.
Nah, you going to the upper room, matter of fact.
Yeah, we're gonna send you to the upper room. You about to meet your maker. So Ricochet on the next match, Ricochet versus Mark Briscoe. It was a good back and forth match. It had a lot of near falls. Mark Briscoe finished it with the surprise win. I thought that, Ricochet was going to get the win, but, they swerved us. Mark Briscoe got the win. And after that, Ricochet tried to attack Briscoe with them damn golden scissors. I think you know what? I understand that you guys are more like the edgier hardcore type, but what the hell does stabbing somebody with scissors got to do with wrestling? Constantly. Now, if you do it in one spot, that's cool, but you're constantly trying to do this every other week now. I'm like, makes no damn sense to me, man.
Yeah.
Some things just doesn't have a place in wrestling. I mean, to me, that's just my opinion. You like it, whatever. I don't care. And then Kevin Knight came out with the save, and he stopped Ricochet from doing it, stepped on the scissors, and Ricochet just looked at him and walked off. So what do you think about that whole segment?
You know what? I ain't going to lie. I'm starting to like Ricochet a little bit. Because he is what he's supposed to be, a bitch-ass heel. Like, that's his goal. That's his goal, to be a bitch-ass heel.
Right.
He does it. He does his little stick. He does the attack when somebody comes. The way he ran back to the ring, to the back, was funny to me. I don't know why. He took off running when Kevin Knight came out. I did enjoy the match. I understand where you come from with the scissors thing because they do it all the time. You know what I'm saying? Like AEW, like you're gonna bleed all the time by a certain person. You bleed all the time. We do certain hardcore things all the time. So when you do it, it's no shock factor.
Right.
Like when Triple H did a sledgehammer, he took out the ring and then she did like this, looked at it. It was like, oh man, because it wasn't done all the time. Yeah. Scale it back a little bit. Get the audience to be surprised about this move.
And get them like like you said.
Yeah.
Get them invested into it. Don't just do it all the time because, like you said, the shock value will like make it like whatever.
Yeah, you're like, he doing it again. Okay, right. Yeah. That was a good match though.
It was a good match, decent match, decent showing for Mark Briscoe. Man, I'm still hurt by it to this day, man, because I actually met the Briscoe brothers at their mom's house.
Oh, you said that.
Yeah, when I used to do, I used to work with Dish. Right here in Delaware. I live in Salisbury, so went to Delaware to do their mom's house. I was just, random, house I was doing. And then all of a sudden I'm coming from under the house, running the cable, trying to put it through the, the floorboard. And I just see these two big ass boots, like right by my face. And they didn't know I was under the house. So when I came from under the house, the crawl space, I looked up, I was like, oh shit. I said, I couldn't get it out of my mouth. I was like, you. And it was like, yeah, that's who we are. They was real cool, man.
That's what's up. That's cool.
They gave me a tip and everything, man. It was real cool, man. I met them, man. And
that's what's up.
In Sussex County, because I don't live that far from Sussex County, man. They're really big in the community, man. So big up to them, man. Rest in peace, Jay, man. Rest in peace, Jay Briscoe.
Yeah.
Let's see. Moving on. The Rock and Roll Express was in the crowd. They were showing in the crowd, but after that, coming back trying to catch up on some things, and I saw Stokely Hathaway. He came to the ring. And FTR has a new agent, Stokely Hathaway. So I'm like, I haven't seen him on TV in a while. So, okay, that's cool. He's a good mouthpiece, saying for a group or a team. So I really like that. Pause. And then FTR comes and they invited the Rock and Roll Express in the ring, Ricky Morton and Robert Gibson. So I'm like, okay, for all you young fans that's out there right now, the Rock and Roll Express was real big in the 80s, man. I'm just gonna let you know that right now.
It's a fact.
It was one of the big tag teams in the 80s.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Countless matches that they put on, you know what I'm saying? Classic matches. So
you
want to look them up, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Good tag team, trust me. So anyway, they was going back and forth in the ring and they kept cutting off the Rock and Roll Express, and then Ricky Morton is like, nah, you know what?
Yeah, chill.
You know what I'm saying? Ricky said, nope. Pause all this, you know what I'm saying? And they showed some new merch that they had with it was like this dry ass Stonewash t-shirt with FTR, the Legend Killers. I'm like, yo, come on, man.
Hey, they got it from the mall. They tried.
They got it from the mall.
They tried. They tried.
Yeah. So they threw the t-shirt in Ricky Morton's face, and they knocked Robert Gibson out the ring, and Robert he rolled out the ring. And then Dax applied I think it was a pile driver he did on him. If I'm not mistaken. It was a pile driver, right? And after that, Paragon came out, the new group led by Adam Cole. They changed their name from Undisputed Kingdom to the Paragon. I don't whatever. Yeah. I don't even care about that. That name sounds stupid as hell. But they came down and made the save. So, hopefully we might get a program with Adam Cole and the Paragon versus FTR soon.
Seemed like it. Yeah.
Yeah. And the next, what you got to say about that segment?
I enjoyed this segment. To be honest, I was entertained. it was good to see him in the ring, but the part he kept cutting him off, I was like, oh, got him like 3 times, He asked him, how old you are, just cut him off. Like almost like it doesn't matter. So it felt like the way they was doing that. I just wish that Paragon came out and saved him before he did the power driver. Because by the time he got there, he was already, he's already out of there. Unfortunately, they packed when I saw the merch and said Legend Killers at the side. I was like, oh yeah, here we go. Dang,
they printed that up real quick. That shit was trash.
It's like the oh man, they do that so fast. Like here, it just
right.
Yeah,
but you know what? For real, in all honesty though, and I know you like merch and stuff like that, but I think that they need to actually find. You know how WWE has a merchandising team or a marketing team? They need to really put together a nice marketing team, you know what I'm saying, to get their stuff out there, you know what I'm saying? Like, I know they have an AEW shop, AEW.com and stuff like that, but they need somebody to really promote that, you know what I'm saying? They need to really have a nice campaign to promote their stuff because, I mean, they only mention it like at the bottom banner. You know how we got our banner going across? Like, it comes at the bottom of the banner, and you might see a segment where they might mention AEWshop.com, but not like WWE. WWE cuts like a commercial, They do like a commercial like probably like 2 or 3 segments about WWEshop.com.
Yeah.
Big intro and all that. They need to do something like that so they can promote their stuff better.
Here's the thing. I say it jokingly, but I'm actually serious. Like, they need merch. Like, seriously. Because just think about it. If you're a casual fan, let's just say you're pro WWE, you need to pro WWE. It's all you grew up on. People like me. So that your first time watching the show, now it's hard to remember the names. It's hard to remember the catchphrases. So you got to have some kind of merch, some kind of hat, some kind of something in front of your shirt, something in front of your hoodie, or something people know your name. Sometimes just a graphic when a match comes up is not enough. Right. Well, I'll say it's not enough. They need some serious merchandise. Now, I jokingly say this, but I'm actually serious. Like, seriously, put some merch behind your wrestlers. Right. Half of the wrestlers I saw today got plain white tees. Yeah. So if you're a casual fan, they walk past you, you won't even know who they are.
Yeah, you got to wear yourself to the ring, man.
You got to know. All the guys, look at John Cena, merch, wristbands, all this stuff is merch. Right. The Rock, Stone Cold, all of them got merch. You know who they are.
They need they need that marketing team together.
Yeah, come on, y'all.
They need a sales and marketing team put together. Maybe they can help their drive sales. Like you said, the casual fan is like, who
are you? That's true.
Who are you?
Yeah. That's true.
All right, so the next match, man, rolling on. The next match, it was going to be the Elite, actually the Young Bucks, part of the Elite, Nick and Matt Jackson versus Speedball Mike Bailey and Kevin Knight. That was a good showcase for Kevin Knight and Speedball Mike Bailey being the newest members to the All Elite family. And they actually went toe-to-toe with the Young Bucks. I like the action. It was fast-paced, a lot of near finishes. They had a lot of great high-flying moves.
My gosh.
Some parts that caught me in the match was Kevin Knight almost had the victory, but Nick broke it up with the pin. I think it was that diving, like a moonsault he did or something like that.
Yeah.
That was pretty cool. And the Young Bucks hit 2 good moves on the outside that I really liked. It was the Doomsday Device that they hit off the barricade.
That was sick. I never seen
the device off the barricade.
Yeah.
And I think they did another one. They did like a tombstone type, like a modified tombstone when they ran and then landed on they caught Speedball Mike Bailey with the tombstone. That was pretty cool too. And let's see. So Ricochet, sucker ass, came out there and stopped Kevin Knight to get in the pin. I'm like, damn, Ricochet, stop it, man. Like, just go take your bald head ass in the back, man. I'm tired of seeing you, man. And the Young Bucks caught the V trigger. I mean, they used the V trigger on I think it was Kevin Knight for the win. So what do you think overall about that match?
I love this match. This match felt like I was watching it like fast forwarding. That's what it felt like. It was so quick. It was just boom, 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 boom. The way they was moving. It was one part of the match. I don't know what this called. Kevin Knight was on the other side of the ring. The other guy was on the other side of the ring. He flipped outside of the ring. Kevin Knight flipped inside of the ring. I thought that this match was so entertaining. It was fast paced. Boom, boom, boom. When I tell you, I seen so many super kicks to the point where, like, if you were doing like a drinking contest, every time they super kick, you were like taking a shot. You've been tipsy. You've been tipsy. They super kick you to death. Solid match. Again. Ricochet came out, punk ass heel. That's his character. That's his whole stick. now, and that's what he's going to do. This is the part where he ran. This is the part where he ran. That's right. It was this one.
Yeah, he ran. Yeah.
Yeah. The way he ran to the back was just like, he took off running.
Sucker, man.
That's a stick, yo. I loved it. I loved it, yo.
Yep. So yeah, man. Moving on. Toni Storm had a backstage segment, and Renee asked her a question, and she was like, going to the awards, and she like, yeah. And then she said, I don't, something about the award show. She said, yeah, they'd be showing The Empire Strikes Back. That wasn't an award. Excuse me, it was a film festival. She said they was going to be showing The Empire Strikes Back. So then Toni Storm, her crazy ass, said, "There's no empire big enough to strike this back." I was sitting on my chair just laughing, yo. She's off the hook, yo. And she issued an open challenge this Saturday on Dynamite, and then Queen Aminata, I think she accepted the challenge. So I think you might see Queen Aminata versus Toni Storm this Saturday on Collision. Yeah, man, I'm gonna move on. Let's do the Hurt Syndicate next, man. We're gonna keep it rolling. Hurt Syndicate was in the ring, and they came down to the ring, cutting a promo on how they beat up everyone so far, and all the tag teams who challenged them stopped, right? So I'm thinking, okay, where's this going to? Another MJF segment, right? Sure enough, it did. Your boy MJF came out to the ring. Well, first he was shown backstage. He drove up, up to the car with the I think it was a Corvette, a black Corvette that he had.
Yeah, that thing was nice. Yeah,
that was nice, man.
That thing was mean.
Man, let me tell you something about Corvettes, yo. Just real quick. I know this is gonna be off topic, but them damn Corvettes be looking like Lambos now, right?
Nah, they do. That black Corvette with that blue stripe,
right?
Yeah, sick.
It was crazy, man. Like I love it, man. It looked. First I thought it was a Viper or something.
Yeah,
the way they had the angle, it was like rounded in the front. I was like, oh shit, a black Dodge Viper. Yeah, it was actually a Corvette. So
yeah, that was sick.
Yeah, that was sick.
Yeah.
But anyway, back to the program. I'm trying to find. Hold up, let me see. AEW Dynamite Hurt.
Oh, a picture of the Hurt Syndicate.
Yeah, man. I'm trying to keep trying to do this engineer thing right.
People, let me just say this. AEW, we do our shows to AEW. It's hard to get pictures. Raw and SmackDown and the PLEs for the WE is easier to get pictures. Like AEW, I don't know why. It's just for them. It's a lot difficult to get pictures for them. That's why it takes time. Yeah. By the time they release it, the episode's already dropped.
Right.
That's the thing,
So I was going to use this stock photo right here. I know I ain't doing this, but you know who the fuck was in the ring? It was MJF.
yeah. You know what it is at this point.
Right, they know what it is, yo. It's not the image from tonight, man. It's just so hard to get their stuff, man. I'm telling you.
Yeah.
So MJF was in the ring with the Hurt Syndicate. Anyway, came down to the ring, and he cut the promo. He was talking about getting a thumbs up. So Shelton gave him a thumbs up, but it was a hesitation when he did it. First, let me take that back. MVP gave him the thumbs up first, right?
Shelton was
then he looked at Shelton. Shelton gave him. He was hesitant a little bit, but he gave him a thumbs up.
Yeah.
He said, "Don't be too fast because basically I'm only giving you this thumbs up because of this man right here." And he's talking about MVP. So then Bobby was about to give him the thumbs down, but MJF kept stopping him, right? Kept stopping him. He said, well, come to me to the back. Let's walk to the back. I'm going to give you my car. He said, okay. So I'm just paraphrasing. So he walked to the back. After that, they showed Tazem on commentary, and then they cut back to scenes where they was backstage. And all of a sudden, they give him to get in the car, gave him the keys. And he's like, Bobby, before you drive off, and then he said, let me get your answer. And Bobby had his hand like this sideways, and he drove off, giving him the thumbs down. So then MVP said something real. He said something real. I wasn't trying to figure out the word I'm trying to use. But anyway, he said something to him, and he said, "Don't be so fast." You know what I'm saying? He's basically saying, "Let him take some time or whatever." I think they were saying, "Let him take some time." But what do you think about that whole segment, yo?
I enjoy the segments they've been having the past few weeks. My only concern is they overdo it. That's the only concern. Because I like everybody in this. I'm Hurt Syndicate, MJF, MVP, Shelton Benjamin, Bobby Lashley. I like all of them. And I love these segments. They're very entertaining. My only concern and fear is that they keep doing the same thing over and over again. Yeah. My only concern is if by next week it'll be something different. Hopefully something different. Because if you're like, hey, come to the ring, we're doing this. I hope they add something else to their storyline instead of just this all the time. Again, I love what they're doing, but please add more to this.
Right.
Because it's only so many ways you could tell the same thing. Y'all been doing so past, I'll say 3 or 4 weeks. Just like the 3rd or 4th segment, I think, between them two. Probably longer than that.
Say maybe 5 weeks now they've been going off.
5.
Yeah, about 5 weeks now.
Okay.
If I can probably like it's almost May now, so probably like I want to say probably like end of March. So they're about 5 weeks.
End of March. So with that being said, it has to be some kind of angle to make his decision sway even more.
Right.
Instead of just MVP. It needs to be a personal reason. So look at this. This is off segment, but it's kind of in the same category a little bit. Look at Roman and CM Punk right now, right? They don't like each other, but they're going to have to team up just because of common enemy. Yeah. So you're going to have a common enemy or common interest for Bobby Lashley to slide and just go thumbs up because he needs him at that point. Instead of just bringing the girls, bring something interesting or some kind of common feud or something like that to bring to the table. That's what I want them to do because that would make sense.
Right. I think, like you said, I agree with you 100% on this one. Because I think that you don't want to drag this out too long. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? You gotta come to a conclusion. Basically, you don't want to make you don't want to water it down if that's the right word. Water it down, make it meaningless. You know what I'm saying? Because right now it's hot, so you want to strike while the iron's hot. Have, like you said, have a common interest or have a common enemy to come together and unite. I think what they're trying to do is MJF alluded to it. He said basically that if they come together as him, he can get his championship back, the AEW championship 2-time champ. So I think his motivation is use them as a stepping stone to get to the AEW World Championship. Okay, which is true. You know what I'm saying? I think that's what his motivation was the whole time. But I think in Bobby's term, with Bobby's is that we don't need you, and what is your use? You know what I'm saying? That's why he's so hesitant. But eventually they're going to come together. Eventually, it's just that I don't want AEW to drag this out. Yeah, they got a tendency of dragging something out for a while and then making the fans lose interest. So we'll see, man.
Right.
But I agree with you 100% on that, Coop.
Yeah.
Backstage, Renee Paquette was backstage with Hangman Adam Page, and then MJF came up. MJF was going back and forth, and they was exchanging barbs, and they was talking about the Owen Hart tournament and how Hangman Page, you know what I'm saying, that they might face each other in the tournament, you know what I'm saying, and MJF basically said, like, Page, once you get so far in the tournament, you're gonna do what you always do and choke. And then another AO moment was like, Page just came out and said, I got something you can choke on. I was like, oh, come on, man.
Flagrant.
Yeah, on national TV. Somebody, I got something you can choke on. That's crazy, yo.
That's a flagrant, yo.
Yeah, get him out of here, man. Flag on a 15-yard penalty, man. 15-yard penalty, man.
Third down.
Down.
My dear.
Automatic first down.
Automatic, yep.
Automatic first down, yo. So that was crazy, yo. Really, I thought, you know what I'm saying, you're going to just touching on the subject real quick.
Yeah.
MJF been doing the Hurt Syndicate, promos with them and stuff like that. And I thought they forgot about the Page and MJF beef, but obviously it looked like they're trying to kick that back up too. So we shall see with that one, man. I'm real interested to see if they pick that back up because they was actually going
I hope so, because that was entertaining. I love that. Yeah.
Yeah, I like that. I actually like that for MJF and Page before he had got involved with the Hurt Syndicate. So
I like it better.
Touch on
that.
Be
honest. Yeah. Facts.
Right. Next match was Brody King and Will Ospreay versus Konosuke Takeshita and Josh Alexander. And it wasn't like they had last week, the one-on-one that they had. I thought that was the one-on-one that they had was pretty cool from last week. I really wasn't into this match like that. I mean, it was good, hard-hitting action, Will Ospreay and stuff like that. I really don't like to see Ospreay in a tag match. I really like to see him in singles matches because he just gets better to showcase his talent in a single match. Brody King is good, but I'm not really into him like that. Josh Alexander, he jobbed the first night, so I just lost interest just like that from him. And I wasn't a fan of his in TNA, but I'm like, right now, you with the Callis family, whatever, dude. Yeah. And Takeshita, like I said, I know he's a good singles competitor. That match that him and Ospreay put on last week on Dynamite was like, that was a good match. You know what I'm saying? Regardless of that, just wasn't into this match. A couple near falls. Josh Alexander had the pin, but it was broken up. Brody King, excuse me. Ospreay tries to get the save, but then get taken out by Kyle Fletcher when he came out. They got the pin. I think they did pin Brody King. If I'm not, I think Alexander did pin Brody King eventually.
Yeah, he did. Yeah,
Ospreay tried to jump in the ring and break that up. And then Kyle Fletcher comes out, part of the Callis family. I think he's the leader of the Callis family, actually.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. He looks weird with a shaved head. That's why I always forget about him. Usually he used to have the long hair, but now he has that shaved head. He looks like he looks like something from iRobot, but one of the robots from iRobot. But
yeah.
Damn. But he comes down to the ring and he gets attacked. He attacked Ospreay from behind. They jump Ospreay, and then Paige comes down the ring, and then Paige get attacked from behind by Trent Beretta and Rocky Romero. So the Callis family basically stood tall with the numbers game. They beat up, the faces in this match. I just wasn't really into this match, man. Like I said, the Callis family is just like the NWO right now. Like they're just adding people to the Callis family. I don't know about you, man. What you got to think? What you got to say about this match?
It's a great point. So when Ospreay first came, I said, "Oh, I'm interested," because I feel like we got so much out of last week from Ospreay in that last match. I was super invested when he came out to the ring, to be honest.
Right.
And then I was like, "Oh, it's a tag match," so my interest kind of died out. I'm not gonna lie. It's not that it can't work in the ring, but I do agree with you 100%. I'd rather see them in a one-on-one setting. I feel like that talent get hidden behind a tag team match. Not that they can't go, it's just the way things were written. I do understand where you're coming from, as far as Josh Alexander, how he started off like super hot when the crowd was into him, and how he just been playing the background and that quick. He's not a factor anymore like he should be. I did like the part where the heels kind of, beat up the faces as far as the match. Maybe this is them telling the story of what could happen the following week. So that's a good thing. That's a great takeaway from it. But again, it's one of those things where like I was expecting a lot, but I was like I wasn't invested as I was last week. But I'm okay with the ending of that match, the end of the segment.
Right. Yeah, man. I just don't want them to get too overwhelmed with the Callis family right now.
Yeah.
Like as far as you putting so many people in the stable, I think they have Rocky Romero, Trent Beretta now. They got Lance Archer. They got Kyle Fletcher, Konosuke Takeshita, Josh Alexander. That's like 7 people I just named, 7, 8 people I just named. So
that's a lot of people.
Yeah, so it's a lot, man. And I just don't want them to get watered down. You know what I'm saying? It's already. I mean, it's good to have a heel stable, but yeah, man, just don't water these people down, man. That's all I'm saying.
Right.
Because I mean, if you look at history, man, like I said, NWO, they started off with Hall, Nash, and Hogan. That grew to Hall, Nash, Hogan, the 6th. Then after that, Hall, Nash, Hogan, 6th, the Giant. He got kicked out. Then he started adding Horace Hogan, and just too much damn people in one stable.
Yeah, right.
Man, keep it a buck, man. Just only you need like 3 or 4 people. That's it, man. 3, 4, maybe 5 at the most. That's it. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, man, I'm gonna move on from this because we're gonna roll through this. Next match was the Owen Hart Tournament Cup final between Jamie Hayter and Kris Statlander, and this is a good back and forth match. Kris Statlander, former TBS champion, and Jamie Hayter, the former AEW Women's World Champion. They was going at it. Had a nice, decent match. Good showcase from both ladies. I thought Statlander was going to get the victory. I would like to see her versus Mercedes Moné for the Owen Hart Tournament Finals, but they went with Jamie Hayter, which is cool. Really, I just like both women. They had a couple near falls, and Jamie Hayter picked up the victory over Kris Statlander. What do you think overall about this match right here?
It's one of those things where I'm getting familiar with those two wrestlers.
Yeah.
And I was like, okay, I just want to see what's going on. So for me, I was starting with a blank sheet because I'm not familiar with those two wrestlers yet. That's the beauty of like giving something new a chance. You know what I'm saying? Right. For me, it's something new, and I like how the styles kind of. To me, it felt like the styles kind of similar. How they were, it's like they're a super tall, like big wrestlers. You know what I'm saying? So a lot of near falls. I love the pacing of the match. It was a good way to end the show. I feel like this was pretty good. I'm happy with the ending. I'm just curious what they're gonna do afterwards. Afterwards, towards the end, Mercedes Moné came out with that god awful music, and I don't like it. I'm sorry. I wish she had the Boston music, like, but I get why. But she came out, tease what they're gonna do. I think this is for the pay-per-view, right? Coming up.
Yeah, it's coming up. The Owen Hart tournament. I think it's at what's that?
Double or Nothing. Phoenix.
Double or Nothing. Yeah.
Yeah, Double or Nothing. Yeah, so they teased that Double or Nothing match. She's still on the ramp. She was trying to invite her to come to the ring. She's like, no, and then the show goes off. So this is something to tease for the next. I keep saying PLE. I'm sorry, pay-per-view. This is different.
They got pay-per-views.
Yeah, pay-per-view. I heard that sounds like a kid. I'm like, ooh,
right.
Feels weird saying that, So, yeah, that's my thoughts on that.
Yeah. So, ladies and gentlemen, that was our AEW review. But we have some news coming up. So, let's get some started, man. It's the world of wrestling. I actually got some notes, man. I got a couple topics I want to speak on because I'm sitting down there and doing this. Give me 1 second, though.
Okay.
Go ahead. You want to kick it off with yours first? I'm
gonna kick it off with The Rock.
Okay.
As we all know, night two, we was all expecting The Rock music to hit, including both of us. When Travis Scott came out, we feel like it was a big letdown. The way The Rock explained it, like he felt like that he wasn't needed. Here's my thing. Right. I'm all over the place. I feel like with The Rock, unfortunately, everything he says, the internet kills him for. Like whatever he don't say anything or not. He comes back and so like, why are you here? You're taking away from the big talent. Why are you here?
Right.
If he doesn't show up, it's like, why are you not here? Like, come on, you stop doing movies. Which I understand both sides. My take on this situation, I was like, for me, and I'm a big Rock fan. Rock is my guy.
Yeah.
So, but I have to be honest. You know what I'm saying? My critique on this is, if you feel like you weren't needed, then it takes away from the heel turn.
Right.
Because Cena could did that by itself. Let's be real. It's John Cena. He's there for a reason. Cody can carry a match by themselves.
Mm-hmm.
So I feel like when you said that took away from a lot of things. Now, while we's all like, oh my gosh, he did this with his hands. That didn't mean nothing.
Yeah.
He came back, lives in the chamber, turned John Cena heel. That didn't mean nothing. He asked Cody, he asked for to take Cody's soul, which is Paul's, by the way. That didn't mean nothing.
Crazy. That was crazy.
So I wish you never said nothing, because it puts too many plot holes in all the stories. Right. So now he comes back. Whenever he comes back again, make it mean something and stick with it.
Right.
Like, that's my thing. And again, Rock is my guy, but at the same time, I don't pick and choose. If I don't, the same way I can get on Moxley if I was on certain things, the same way I can get on Rock or Austin, anybody else. I don't agree with this. I don't like it. Right. If you come back in the future, let it be a reason with a storyline that sticks, that makes sense, where we can get a not lifetime investment, but you can get a full story investment with that. Right. So that's my critique on that.
Yeah, man. Listen, I think that, if you didn't have what the old folks say, if you don't have nothing nice to say, don't say nothing at all.
Yeah.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Like, if you knew that you wasn't gonna be at WrestleMania, and you knew that this was a one-off for you just to be at Elimination Chamber and sell tickets, should have just kept that to yourself, Dwayne. Because at this point, you're making your product look bad.
True.
And for you to be the board member of TK, one of the board members of TKO, and you're saying that about your own company, what you're making, what impression are you giving the fans right now? Like, y'all just don't care. Y'all just,
True.
You're just basically saying that, oh, yeah, I wish that, what I'm saying, I would have done it different or something like that. I think that's the word he said, that like WrestleMania would have did the outcome different. He wanted them to focus on Cody and John.
I know why he said that. Oh, my gosh, why he said that.
Bro, what are you saying?
Oh, yeah, why he said that, yeah.
Was that damn Terramana hitting you or something like that? Was you drunk on the Terramana or something?
I don't know why he did that, man.
Hey, Dwayne.
I forgot about that.
What's wrong with you, Dwayne? Like,
Come on,
together,
Rock.
man.
Come on, Rock.
You're the one of the big guys on the board, man. And you have the power now. So, don't downgrade your product, because now you're gonna push your fans away with stuff like that, with comments. And another thing too, this WWE behind the scenes of the writers and stuff like that, I think that's a bad move, yo.
I don't like it. I
don't like it at all, man. I don't like
like
that shit at all.
Please don't.
Unscripted or something like that. They got. It's called
Unreal
or something like that. I think that's a bad move. Because we already know that wrestling is scripted, but at the same time, you don't want to give them too much. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, you don't pull the curtain back too far. Like
you're pulling the curtain back too far, and I guarantee you, if Vince was here, and one thing I will say about Vince, if Vince was here, this shit would not be happening.
Nah, he wouldn't. Nah, that's true.
Not at all.
True. That's true.
So, yeah, man. Dwayne, yeah, man, get it together, yo.
Please. Thank you.
So, I got some news, too.
All right.
Randy Orton was confronted by a fan recently over the weekend of WrestleMania weekend about ticket prices. And Randy was pretty disgusted about the ticket prices, especially with, WrestleMania and how much they're charging the fans.
Yeah.
And he said, it's ridiculous. You know what I'm saying? That they, showing, giving fans these high prices to, attend these events. You know what I'm saying? Especially like WrestleMania. I looked at the tickets too, man. I was looking, I'm like, I'm not paying all that damn money to be, at WrestleMania, and then especially after what happened this weekend, WrestleMania was like 75% for me. It wasn't even a good WrestleMania.
I almost
paid all this money just to get those seats. And the nosebleed seats, they said, was like $400 or $500.
That's crazy.
What I'm hearing.
Yeah, that's crazy.
So
I almost did it too. Oh, thank God.
Thank God, man, you didn't do it. But yeah, man. He said he was embarrassed about, a fan was talking to him. They was being sincere. He was like, "Look, man." He was like, he feels what the guy was saying to him. Him, this guy, his wife, and his son or whatever, young son, and he was like, embarrassed that basically WWE's charging that much. What you think about that, yo?
I'm with the fan. I did look at those prices, and when I saw it, I said, "Ooh, I got to take out a loan and get these damn tickets." Like it's ridiculous. And to imagine going to that event, imagine paying $500 for a nosebleed section. Not even just a nosebleed section, but imagine being how night 2 went and not having that fun experience. I think the tickets should be different because you have your hardworking people like paying for these tickets. People who bust their ass for a 9 to 5, whatever it is, but still they should have a price where affordable for the people. I'm not saying it has to be like dirt cheap, but let's let it be in the middle. You know what I'm saying? At least in the middle, at least meet the fans where it's at.
You think about it, man. Like people work hard, man. You know what I'm saying? This economy is not as strong as it is, but y'all charge all this damn all this damn money for us to get in these seats. And yes, it's a commodity. You know what I'm saying? It's a leisure, but I'm not paying that much for that. I'm sorry, I'm not paying that much for tickets. I let me just say like this: we went to Vengeance Day back in February. That was expensive, and we was in the middle concourse at in Vengeance Day this past February in DC.
Yeah.
We went to a couple Raws in Baltimore, and then we went to a couple Raws in Baltimore. There was something else we went to. Oh yeah, the WWE Live here in Salisbury that we went to. So, yeah, man, it's crazy, yo. It's crazy how much they charge for these seats, man. Every time we get these tickets, man, you also think about the food. You got to think about food when you get there. You got to think about, like, my son, he loves merchandise, so I take him to the merch table. Man, shit, you be damn near broke when you come and finish with a WWE event, man.
That was me because I went to SmackDown, the last February.
Yeah.
And I bought a belt. I was like, dang, and shirt and a hat. I was like, yeah.
God.
Y'all
that belt alone you got, that
belt
you got is at least $600, right?
At least, yeah. At least.
Because I know mine was $600, the black strap one.
Yeah. And that's not even the one that actually, the best one that I want, actually. Right. You know what I'm saying? That just hold me over until I get what I want. I'm like that's Batista, crazy. Give me what I want, But that's crazy, yo. Yeah, damn.
But yeah, man. Yeah, Randy was embarrassed, yo. So, yeah, we feel you, Randy, man. I'm with you on that one too, man. Hopefully, you can talk to your bosses there, man. Don't get too out of pocket, man. But let them know, man. The people, we work hard for our money, man. We want to enjoy you guys too, but y'all charge too much. And then another thing is, you keep charging these high ass prices. And then eventually your fans gonna start dwindling off, man. I'm telling you, they're gonna start fucking. I'm not paying all that money to see them.
Yep.
Yep. And go back to like you be like the pre 2012 to 2015 WWE, not selling out shit.
Oh Jesus, that was a tough time. Oh, that's
Ari Emanuel.
That was a tough area.
Johnson.
Yes, please.
Or the members of TKO.
Mm-hmm.
Lower them damn prices, man.
Yeah, come on now.
Yep. Coop, what you got? You got another one? You got some more news?
Yeah. I don't have a picture of it. For let's see, the next pay-per-view for AEW is going to be Double or Nothing, right?
Right.
And that's May 25th, right? Is that correct? May 25th?
I think so.
May 25th. I'm trying to get my phone. Yeah, May 25th on a Sunday. And the same day NXT is doing their pay-per-view. I think is it Vengeance, I think?
No, it's Battleground, I think.
Thank you. Battleground. So they're running their shows on the same day.
Right.
When I saw this, I love it. It's healthy competition. It's reasonable for both people to put on both. I feel like both people are going to put on both shows. It's going to be some good shit on both sides. Yeah. I feel like with NXT, they're going to pull out all the stops to make sure your eyeballs are on this channel right here. They might bring back a legend that night, whoever it is. Mm-hmm. I feel like on the AEW side, they have proven way before last week that they can put on a solid show.
Right.
Like, let's be real. Even if you're pro WWE, but if you like professional wrestling, you're a solid professional wrestling fan, AEW can put on the show. They can put on a solid pay-per-view show. They do have the roster. They do have the talent. So I'm for both shows, just put on a solid show. Now, would I pay that much for a pay-per-view? I don't know. That's my biggest gripe, to be honest with you. But on the NXT side, I can just log on to Peacock and just watch the show. Yeah. So, yeah,
I'm gonna let you know right now, the days of me paying $55 for a goddamn pay-per-view is over with. I haven't done that in like almost 15 years.
I haven't done that since WrestleMania 23 or something like that. I forget. Well, yeah.
And I can tell you another thing too. If WWE go back to that format, I'll be trying to do something on illegal streaming or something like that. I ain't gonna lie.
No, for real. We were like, can you see it? Can you see it?
Damn way I'm paying that much money for no damn pay-per-view event. Y'all don't lost your mind. You're charging all this damn money. Y'all better get it together. The NFL doesn't charge to watch their product. They don't charge to watch the Super Bowl, the biggest event in all the sports. Why the hell? Let me shut up before they start doing that.
Dang, right.
Knock on wood, yo.
And it'd be just how luck they make it too.
Yo. I'm hyped up for the draft tomorrow night, yo. NFL draft.
I know.
But I'm waiting to see what the Commanders do if they're going to trade back the number 29 pick. I would trade back and go into the second round. I might be doing a stream on my Command the Line podcast. Y'all check that out.
Check it out.
Cheap pop. I might be doing that tonight. It depends on how I feel. If I don't, I might do it like probably after the draft on Saturday. I do need to get some rest, but we've been going hard all week. But we'll see, man. But I hope they trade back. I'm not really feeling that 29th pick though.
Okay, all right. Can't wait.
You got any more news, Coop? I'm about to do one of mine.
That's all I have.
Okay, so Joe Hendry, the real reason why he wasn't on, the real reason why Joe Hendry was on WrestleMania was revealed. It was revealed that this guy right here, Randy Orton, wanted to work with Joe Hendry specifically. This is the truth. This is coming from reputable sources. This is coming from Randy Orton himself. He said that. Let me write it down. I wrote it down. It says he was handpicked by Orton himself because he liked Hendry's work style. He likes what Hendry brings to the table, and he thinks Hendry's a future star. So you heard it here first that Randy Orton was the one who picked Joe Hendry to basically go against at WrestleMania. It was rumors that Jeff Hardy was in the mix to be the surprise guest after Kevin Owens went down initially, but Randy Orton said he wanted to work with Joe Hendry. He said he loved his work, especially from NXT, and he wanted to showcase the TNA World Champion. So that's a big up to Randy Orton right there.
I love that.
Yeah, man, because it shows, you know what I'm saying? It shows that, you know what I'm saying? Randy Orton's a big star, man. It showed that he's showing respect to an up-and-coming star. You know what I'm saying? So what you think about that overall?
I love this for our Randy Orton. I love this for him. So also, it goes to show you how much Randy Orton has grown too. And if you guys remember, back in the day, Randy Orton was labeled like a hothead. He couldn't hold his emotions together. There was a lot number of things backstage that took place. But I love this. I love this. And
yeah, man,
it puts the behind the scenes story way better in the picture for WrestleMania. So this is dope. I love this.
Yeah, man, can say his name and he shall appear. Joe Hendry, man, because I believe, yo. I believe.
Yeah, Joe that song is stuck in my head right now.
Yeah, man. That's too catchy, yo. I love that song.
Yeah, it is. Yeah.
Got some other news. Lex Luger, man. Lex Luger basically, I remember we talked about this. We talked about this probably like WrestleMania Night 2, I believe.
We did.
Was it Night 2? Me and you talked about it. We did the review.
Yeah.
They was basically saying that Lex Luger basically was ditching. There was a whole bunch of rumors saying that he ditched the Hall of Fame. You know how they introduce everybody on the Hall of Fame, that he ditched it. But it came out that Lex Luger basically was not feeling well. You know what I'm saying? Like he basically had, it was late. You know what I'm saying? Physically, he couldn't do it. He just wasn't feeling up to it. And he actually talked to officials in WWE basically and told them that, he wasn't feeling well. The officials before Night 2 of WrestleMania came on, they said, okay, well, let's see how you do. And if not, we can just, we'll scrap that segment for you and you just rest at the hotel. And that was the truth that came out about the total package. And a lot of people was coming up with some different bullshit saying that he was going WrestleCon over the weekend and that he was making more money at WrestleCon than he was at the Hall of Fame. And that's why he ditched the Hall of Fame. And here's the thing, man. I don't like, I kind of wait a couple of days or wait a day or two, when news breaks, because you want to make sure that you don't want to put the wrong thing out there. And I knew something was wrong with Lex. I knew that, it wasn't him being greedy. You know what I'm saying? This man really is trying to learn how to walk again. You see that he's in a wheelchair. He's not in the best physical shape. And he said the night of WrestleMania that he was on his way to the Uber, and then he had something where the Uber hit a bump, and then, he felt like the shock from it, and it kind of messed with him a little bit. Yeah. So, I try to just like stay away from these rumors and stuff that when people drop, because you don't know what nobody's going through, man. And for you people to come out and say, especially with the wrestling community saying, oh, well, this person happened this, and I got the source. And you don't got no damn source, man. You don't have no damn source, man. Unless it's coming from the people's mouth or the writers or Hunter, if it's coming from Sean, if it's coming from, some of the wrestlers themselves out their mouths, shut up, man. Because like right now, y'all just doing speculating and clickbait,
Thank you. Solid point.
It's crazy how people just want to just put a story out there about somebody, don't have no facts, and then want people to click on this because this is what's happening right here. No, man. And we're not going to do that here on All the Gold. We're not going to be putting out false stories. I would like to wait and let the dust settle and then put out a story, you know what I'm saying, and touch on it. And for them to do that to this man right here, man, you know what I'm saying? It's crazy and it's shameful, saying that he wanted to ditch WWE Hall of Fame and then start controversy saying that he wanted more money at WrestleCon or he was getting more money at WrestleCon. I think that was a bunch of bullshit. Yeah. Like, I'm not going to put out no story about anybody unless I know the bare facts. I mean, that's the same for you, Coop. I know you'll do the same thing. Yeah. We're not about that over here. Unless we hear that's coming out their mouth first, then we'll present it to our audience, So what you think, Coop, man?
Thank you for sharing that. That's the reason, like, when the whole Rock segment, I said that piece first before I said open my mouth. Right. And that's why I said, like, when he talks, he gets killed for certain things. Right. Killed meaning people's comments, of course. But it's like it's one of those things where, like, clickbait is a real thing. And that's why Derek and I, we take our times with certain stories. Like, if it's not factual, we're like, nah, we ain't gonna promote that. We'll let it breathe for a second. Right. And when I hear something, I don't look at other people's stuff because I want to have my own opinion. So if I see it, I read about it, but I don't want to have nobody's opinion. Because sometimes when you click on certain things, especially on TikTok, or especially just on YouTube in general, people opinions, negativity goes so fast. Mm-hmm. And what people do is once they hear something negative, they'll click on it. Other people click on it, and the story will jump, and it'll be a false narratives. Like Derek said, like these people got lives behind the scenes. These people are humans behind the scenes. You know what I'm saying? So they have lives behind the scenes. So you don't know what that does for the person's mental health. You don't. You know what I'm saying? Lex Luger is trying to walk again. Behind all this Hall of Fame stuff and all this bullshit, he's trying to walk. He's trying to get himself together. We don't know what condition he's dealing with behind the scenes. And for you say he's ditching somebody for ditching the Hall of Fame for something else, that's you attacking his character as a person. Right. It's very disrespectful. Now, wish people would stop that shit.
Right. Absolutely, man. I can't. You hit it right there, the nail in the coffin, man. It's just, man, I just don't understand people, man. Like I'm sitting here, I'm driving home, I'm driving like probably from work. I was coming from work. I can't remember. I'm so tired, man. I was driving from work, and I just turned on my YouTube. I got my YouTube plays in my car. And you can see like videos and whatever. I got the screen where it's set up. Got a separate second screen in my car. So anyway, I put it on this one podcast channel, and it's a guy that I was listening to a lot. You know what I'm saying? I was getting my information from, but then he just kind of threw me off with what they was posting up, some about Lex Luger and how he was one to get money from WrestleCon, and I had to turn that shit off, man, because I was like, that's totally disrespectful, man. You don't know what this guy's going through, man. You're not there.
Yeah.
You don't know these people from Adam and Eve, right? And I know they're public figures, but you don't know them from Adam and Eve. And then the first thing you do is put on some bullshit stories so you can get clickbait, so you can get clicks and views. I would rather not get. I'm not trying to grow. I mean, we're trying to grow over here, but we're trying to grow the right way. We're not trying to do, like I said, no bullshit stories. So you guys can come and click in. And we're not robots. We're not editing our videos like to chop stuff out. We're giving you the raw and the real from us. You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
We don't care about all that stuff. If you want to grow with us, you don't. That's fine. I don't care. But we're not going to put bullshit stories out. And for them to do that to this man, especially he's a legend in the game. This man's going through physical trauma to his body. He's trying to recuperate. DDP is doing one hell of a job with him.
Yes, he is.
Man, like, come on.
Tremendous job. Yeah.
Come on, man.
Yeah.
So yeah, man, get well, Lex, man. We appreciate all you did for us, man, and your Hall of Fame induction, man. Congratulations on that. I also got another one, another story. I'm gonna try to make this one quick too. Chelsea Green. Chelsea Green. A lot of fans was basically disappointed that she was not on the WrestleMania card at all, and I think that was a damn shame because this is one of my favorite female wrestlers too. I think she's a hell of a talent. She's good at the comedy bits. She's good in the ring. If they give her a goddamn chance to be in the ring, like for real, she could really go in the ring. And she has it all. And I think she's gonna be a future world champion soon. But yeah, Chelsea Green basically was saying that she was like kind of not saying that she was disappointed, but said she was just left off at the WrestleMania card, and then she wants to challenge Nikki Bella in the future. So I'm thinking they might set up something for SummerSlam at least with her and Nikki Bella. That would be cool to see. You know what I'm saying? I think that would be a good opponent for Nikki Bella to get back in the ring with. But yeah, you're gonna have to put Chelsea Green on the pay-per-view soon and have her featured more and defend that championship, because what she's doing with that title is more than what Lyra, the Bird Woman, is doing for Lyra Valkyria, what she's doing for the Intercontinental Championship. Now, like I said, Chelsea Green is she's the total package right now.
Yes,
they're sleeping on her, man. I'm telling you, like, this girl can really go in the ring. This woman can go in the ring. Excuse me. What you think about that, Coop?
I definitely agree. I mean, it's been a joy watching her for the past few weeks. You know, seeing her on NXT, seeing her on SmackDown. She can go in the ring. She can talk on the mic. She has comedic skills and everything like that. It's unfortunate that she got left out. I'm one of those people that's like, dang, why is she not in the match? Why should have anything going on with her? You know, I would love to see her come back into the ring and have a solid feud. Now with Nikki Bella, probably not. You know, I'm not. But I think she deserves way more than she's getting. You know, hopefully it's one of those things where we say this on the internet and everybody else says it, and then they actually act on it. So, y'all make it happen. Give her something. Give her something solid to do, please. She deserves it. She deserves it. Yeah.
Another quick one, real quick. We got some more, and I'm getting tired of talking about this bullshit right here too, because it's all, you know. Let's see, real quick. Charlotte and Tiffany. So basically, it was some news that came out over the weekend that basically Charlotte Flair and Tiffany Stratton were working stiff.
I noticed.
They said that the blows were pretty stiff, and it was some tension in the match, like some real tension in the match. And they said Flair was laying it on Tiffany.
It looked like it.
And, some people say that Charlotte was trying to humble Tiffany. And she probably did when she knocked her damn tooth out of her mouth or chipped her tooth or whatever the case. We spotted out on night one.
And
stuff like that.
Yeah.
They said that Flair was throwing strikes, like hitting her for real. Tiffany was like caught off guard, didn't know what was going on, and man, Flair was trying to teach her a lesson. But I don't know, man. To me, Charlotte right now, man, it's like seemed like you are the common denominator when a lot of women wrestlers right now, like, your ego is too much, you know, at this point. Like, I just think that you need to take a chill pill in the ring. You know, it's wrestling. Like, it's professional wrestling. It's not a popularity. Well, it is a popularity contest, but you're supposed to be working together, basically. And damn it, you working stiff. What you think about that, Coop?
I noticed a part where at the beginning of the match, they landed outside of the ring and they were throwing punches.
Right.
It didn't look like wrestling work punches. Big difference. And the way Charlotte was like throwing them at her like that,
Uh-huh.
and the way Tiffany was covering her head up like this. I don't know if y'all remember. Go back on YouTube if they still have it. I don't know if they probably cut it out. So part, and I was like, ooh, that's kind of stiff, like the way she's throwing potatoes at her. You know what I'm saying? So it was that was an old school podcast reference, but it was one of those things. And one part where Charlotte is talking shit to Tiffany. She's on these, like she's trying to get up, and I'm like, she's welling in on her. It was a couple of times that I already noticed that, and that was my biggest fear with that match, because you and I mentioned this the SmackDown before that on our SmackDown review, because she did the same thing with Nia Jax before. My feeling with Charlotte Flair for real, I don't want to say overrated, but I feel like her stock is too overhyped.
Yeah,
and I feel like she's been pushed so much that they want you to see the hype so bad and turn a blind eye to the bullshit that she does behind the scenes. You know what I'm saying? It's one of those things that gets irritating with her character. Not as a person, but how they put her up. Again, it's been the same thing from my perspective. It's been the same thing. She comes back, whether it's an injury or return, wins the title, lose it in a month, and that's how you fast track her from going from a 5-time champion to a 15-time champion, and now you're trying to make her to go. Me personally, I prefer Becky Lynch over her by miles, to tell you the truth. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, it's been like that since she joined the company, man. When she was in NXT, she was always Ric Flair's daughter, and you see the stock with Ric Flair. To me, Charlotte is good. She's a good wrestler, right?
Yeah,
she's a good female wrestler in general. Not just saying she's a female. I want to categorize her, but I just think that her attitude and the way she presents her ego is just too much at spots. You know what I'm saying? She feels entitled.
Yeah, that's what it is.
You know what I'm saying? That's the word I'm looking for. She feels entitled.
That's what it is.
She needs to take a chill pill, man, because at this point, you know what I'm saying? Like, it seems like you're the common denominator, and everything that happens in the women's division, it always somehow you were involved with it. So
every time. Yeah,
man, you got to get your shit together, man. Moving on, man. I got two more things I want to talk about real quick, and then we're going to end this broadcast. Let's see. So the WrestleMania 41 original card has been leaked, and I just want to get your opinion, my friend. Your opinion on what these matches could have been. Just real quick, I'm gonna read it off to you. Give me 1 second.
I think I got it.
Saying that Triple H and Creative was going back and forth of the original WrestleMania 41 card. I'm gonna read this off to you. You let me know if this would have been a good WrestleMania or not. Okay, so what I got right here is Cody Rhodes versus John Cena for the Undisputed Championship, right? It was going to do Roman Reigns versus CM Punk or Seth Rollins in a singles match. It was going to do CM Punk versus Seth Rollins versus Gunther for the World Heavyweight Championship originally before Jey Uso won. So it's going to be either CM Punk or Seth Rollins versus Gunther. Okay. It was going to be Rhea Ripley versus Bianca Belair on a one-on-one match. Jade Cargill versus Nia Jax for the Women's Championship, the WWE Women's Championship. It was going to be Randy Orton versus Kevin Owens originally. The Wyatt Six versus Judgment Day. It was going to have Charlotte Flair and Becky Lynch versus Io Sky and Asuka. AJ Styles versus Logan Paul. It was going to have Bad Bunny versus Dominic Mysterio. Braun Breaker versus Drew McIntyre. And the last match they was going to have was Rey Mysterio versus Chad Gable. The Braun Breaker one, they was going to have Braun Breaker versus Drew McIntyre or Braun Breaker versus Sheamus for the Intercontinental Championship. Okay. What do you think? Do you think that this would have been a solid WrestleMania if those matches were in place instead of the ones that we saw this weekend?
See, here's the thing. I feel like it's hard to say, right?
Right.
And here's my reason. So if you look at this year's WrestleMania, the one just passed last Saturday, right? Right. And if we took the same thing and read to people, we were like, "Yo, this could be a solid WrestleMania." I would say this could have been, but my thing was, how is it going to be written, and how was it going to be a finish? You know what I'm saying? It's one thing to look at a potential feud or look at a potential card and how things look, and fantasy book it, be like, yeah, will be a solid ass show. But it's another thing to actually experience the actual show that's being presented on. So I feel like it's hard to say. You know what I'm saying? Like certain things that do stand out to me. I'm not gonna lie. I would love to see Braun Breaker versus Drew McIntyre.
Yeah.
Like that would be crazy to see. AJ versus Paul. That was original. The Y6 and Judgment. I'm not really. That's kind of ran its course. Not exciting about that.
Yeah.
Tag team Charlotte and Becky. I feel like that could have been interesting because they could like add to their little feud or whatever, them going back and forth. So they could have done something with that. Rhea Ripley versus Bianca Belair. That now, I feel like I ruined my point when I just said this, but that would have cooked. I feel like if the story's done right, you know what I'm saying, that would have cooked. Gunther versus Seth Rollins. Now, the way Seth Rollins works and the way Gunther works, like their match styles, that could have been something to go off of.
Right.
John Cena and Cody. Maybe if John Cena and Cody is ended in a different way.
Okay.
Like that would have been cool. That's what I see. Yeah.
That makes sense, man. I think that probably would have been a solid ass card, though. I ain't gonna lie.
Yeah.
That was a solid card. Only match I really probably would have scrapped out of that whole thing. And if you see this picture right here, that if you really probably can't see it because it's a little blurry.
I'm looking at it now. That's what I'm reading off of.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think that would have been a solid match, but the only one I really had some concerns with was the Asuka and Io versus Charlotte and Becky.
Right.
Because I don't think Asuka is cleared yet. So I don't, but this is before she got, I think they was writing this before they knew she was going to be out for a long period of time, or maybe sometime in January.
Sure.
Maybe she had to clear. I don't know, but it was another one in here too. Let me go back real quick.
It was.
Just had it up and I closed it by accident.
Randy versus Kevin. Yeah.
Let me see. Hold on 1 second.
Yeah, Jade Cargill versus Nia Jax.
Yeah, the Jade Cargill versus Nia Jax. I'm sorry, for the WWE Women's Championship. Now, talking about that would have been a good match because they did start something like last summer with Jade and Nia when they fought for a little bit at ringside and then they broke it up, but they never played on it anymore.
Okay.
But I'm thinking that would have been a more solid match than what the Charlotte and Tiffany put on. I think they should have had Nia Jax on WrestleMania, man, versus Jade. I think that would have been a good match. But anyway, I'm gonna move on to the last story I got, and that is Tama Tonga is legitimately hurt. Basically, Cody had leaked that Tama Tonga was actually hurt. And they had to do a segment with LA Knight last week on SmackDown where LA Knight had to attack him. I think remember that scene where he smashed his arm in the door or something like that.
Oh, right. Yeah.
He was like grabbing his shoulder or something like that. And I think he's legitimate, or he's gonna be out for a couple months, you know what I'm saying, I guess. And I'm trying to see where this goes now, because if he is out, I think they probably mean out of action, but he probably makes some he probably be like ringside or something like that. He probably won't get involved physically, but I think he's actually walking around hurt. So yeah, man, what you think about that, yo?
Damn. Does
it damper the bloodline story?
The bloodline story been dampered. That shit's done. Solo stock is crashed. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Burned. Unfortunately, because I don't want to see it. You know what I'm saying? So it's unfortunate. It's unfortunate. This adds to the Bloodline 2.0, if you want to call them that, or whatever. So it's unfortunate this adds to it, because I like him. He's very entertaining. Hopefully it could be a thing where, because both guys are hurt now,
right?
So we may get the match that we looking for as far as Jacob Fatu versus Solo. Now it's a good chance you might get that.
Right.
You never know. So now that he's out the picture, unfortunately, because of injury, I hope he recovers. You know what I'm saying? But this sucks. This sucks.
Right. It does.
Yeah.
Listen, man, like I said, when they come back, though, if he come back from injury and his brother Tongaloa, and even though Tongaloa is not really the best wrestler in the world, but I would like to see the Gorillas of Destiny, their tag team they had in New Japan. I really would like to see that culminate in the WWE. I think he's a star in the making. They just got to push him more.
Right.
I think they probably more focused on Jacob right now at the in that getting Solo out the way and probably pushing Jacob. Excuse me. I think Tama Tonga that's one they got to look out for too, because I think he has something special too. So he's going to need surgery. So recover well, rest well, brother, and we see you later down the road. You know what I'm saying? Cool. This has been interesting, man. We are 1 hour and 9 minutes into this, man. So, but look, I'm ending it right now.
And we say it quick, but it's all right. It's a great show.
Stuff, man. Some news that we had to get to, man. And like I said, we appreciate you guys for tuning in. We love the feedback. Continue to support us. The 500th winner, man. We still waiting for you. Where are you?
I'm trying to give
you a plea for you yesterday when I did the solo show. NXT. We need that information.
Put a whole back signal for you. Come on, please.
We got a back signal for you, man. We probably maybe anytime after Saturday, man. If we probably have to move on, but we are looking for you. If you see it, please give us your information and let us know so we can send you that package.
Yes.
Coop, you got anything else?
Again, thank you as always. I can say this right for Saturday. We'll decide. My bad. I'll decide. But put it this way, for anybody who's watching and listening, if you're watching on YouTube or you're listening on Spotify, we're going to send you guys a special notification about SmackDown episode. We're still going to do it. We're just working out a few times, we'll work that out because we don't want to say it and then not follow up. So y'all will know ahead of time when we're going on. We're definitely doing it. We're just making sure our schedules align with that. So again, always thank you guys. As of right now, we are at 597 subscribers. Yes. Again, every single time, we thank y'all so much. We appreciate y'all feedback, whether it's on Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, comments. Even if you disagree, it's definitely okay. Continue to share. Continue to hit that like button, hit that share button. Yes. Share with your friends who like wrestling. A lot of our friends say the reason they watch wrestling is because of us. That's cool. Damn. Yeah, that is cool to say that because they cool say, I don't know what they're talking about. Now you got to watch the show.
You got to watch the damn show now.
So again, always, guys, thank you so much.
Yeah. Oh, and then a special shout out to our international listeners too. I had got somebody from we got Kenya, we got
the UK,
Jamaica, we got Dominican Republic. We had somebody from God, it was like it was some country in Europe, man. I forgot, man. But shout out to our international listeners, man.
Thank you.
Appreciate you all, man. We didn't even know we were stretching that far, but pause, yo. That's crazy. That's crazy as hell. That's crazy.
That's funny.
God damn. Yo, listen, yo. We out of here, man.
Peace.